Hey beauties. So I just wanted to hop on and share a couple of things with you that help me stay on track with my nutrition throughout the day. So you have a couple of different options. I'm going to share with you what works best for me, but I'm going to give you two other options as well so that you can find what works best for you. And if it's something that's totally different than some of the suggestions I have, awesome, no worries. Totally make this unique to yourself and make it work into your lifestyle. And then if you don't mind, share with the group so that we can all continue to learn together. So for me, what I like to do is I like to use the app for the iPhone. So it's the Nutrition Plus app. Let me actually get out of this so that you can kind of see what it looks like. So it is that, actually you can see my ring light reflection right there. So I'm gonna put that little ring around it. This is the one that I like to use. The only downfall with this application is it currently is not available for anything other than iPhones. It's still under beta testing for the Android device. So I'll get to what options you have with the Android here in just a moment. So you click on Nutrition Plus. And if you haven't downloaded it, go to your app store and just put in Beachbody Nutrition app and it'll pop up for you. It's a free download because you have BOD, Beachbody On Demand. So then what you'll do is you'll go here and then you'll click Get Started. And then when you click Get Started, it's gonna give you the option to either track with your Portion Cups or the Portion Fix program, or it's gonna give you the option to track with 2B Mindset. So whichever nutrition program you are following, then you're able to actually track accordingly. Personally, I tend to follow a bit of both. I use the Portion Cups for my portion control and to help me with my macronutrients for the day, but I use a lot of the philosophies from 2B Mindset as well. So for me, I tend to just like to track with the Portion Cups. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Here. Portion Cups. And then I will write myself little notes and things in my tracker or in the app, either one, for the thought processes that go along with the 2B Mindset. So we can talk more about that. I think the majority of you are using Portion Cups. So if you have specific questions about 2B Mindset, let me know, okay? So you can add your weight, you can add what you've done for Shakeology, you can add your hydration, what you've done for water intake for the day, and then what you do is, so today is Tuesday the 11th, and actually let me go back to Monday. So at the end of the day, this is what I had remaining. I didn't have a fantastic nutrition yesterday. I was behind on a vegetable, a fruit, and a protein. So at the end of the day, whenever I was done tracking everything, you can see that there's a 1 left in each one of those boxes. That means that I still have a serving remaining. But then as I scroll down, you can see what I had for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner in there. So you can see that my dinner was a very sizable portion, which is part of the reason why it was not the best nutrition day. But that's okay. So there's a thought process that 2B Mindset comes into play. I tracked it, I monitored it, and I knew where, if any changes were noted in my body, I knew where they were coming from, right? Because it was all right in front of me from yesterday, and that's okay. Every day's a new day. And so you pick up and you start the next day and you think about how you can improve, right? Progress, not perfection. So let me go to today because I left this to the end of the day today so that I could show you. And so let me go back here so you can see what I did. So what I did is I just went under here and I just turned it off by accident. And so I'm gonna click on breakfast. And so when I click on breakfast, it's gonna come up and it'll give me an option for tracking my food. So for breakfast this morning, I had Power Greens, which counts as 1 veggie. I had grapes and I had a purple container, and I had 2 eggs, so that counts as 1 red. And I had oatmeal, which counts as a yellow, and I had a teaspoon of nut butter in my oatmeal. So I just added the plus sign to each one of those. And then when I hit log up at the upper right hand corner, then what happens is it'll show my breakfast, and then, excuse me, it'll show me my remaining portions that I have for the day as well. So it's as easy as that. So that's what I do. I like that app the best. The other reason I like this app, I'm sorry, my nose is super itchy. The other reason I like this app as well is if you are a member of To Be Mindset, you can go down to where it says videos. And here, I'm gonna use the ring light to circle it again. There we go. And your To Be Mindset videos will pop up. Those of us that like to watch Fixate, you can click on that area and Fixate videos will come up. That's the cooking show with Autumn and her brother. So we've got those options. And then also down at the bottom, you've got your recipes tab. That's right there. And so a lot of times I'll have my phone at the grocery store with me and I'll be thinking, okay, you know what is it that I was thinking that I wanted to make for, you know, Tuesday's dinner or what have you. And I can pull up that recipes tab, and then everything that is on the Beachbody On Demand blog recipes list is all right there with the shopping lists and everything. So that's why I like this app the best. But the downfall, like I said, is that it is only available on Apple products. So those of you that have Android, I'm going to circle this one right there. It's the 21 Day Fix app. That is your option, and it's a great option as well. It's just a little bit less all-inclusive, and it does 21 days and then you'll reset, 21 days and then you'll reset. So what you'll do is you'll click on the 21 days. It says 21 Day Tracker. And then you have the choice of clicking 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme. The Extreme is just a little bit more regimented, shall I say, and it'll ask you to plug your weight in. And then let's say on day 1, I click right here on day 1. And when I open that up, then the rest of it is exactly the same. So I can go to breakfast and I can plug in what I ate and then log it, and then it'll distract from the extra carb cups that are there. Now on this one, you'll notice that if you're following the 21 Day Fix workout as well, it'll tell you what workout is supposed to go there. If you're doing a different program, no worries. You can log it that way if you want to. Like let's say you're doing Lift 4, you could go in there and just hit edit, and then you could just edit and write down what workout you did if you want to log it that way. So with my workouts, I actually use our My Challenge tracker to keep track of my workouts, and I also like to follow a program, and so then I print out my program calendar from Beachbody On Demand program materials, and then I X them off as I go. So that's what keeps me on track. But again, do what works best for you. So now, having said that, I mentioned that there was another way that you could keep track of everything. And so you can use a tracker, like a planner. To Be Mindset has got an amazing tracker. So I love having the ability to kind of journal about different parts about your day as well. I'm a journaler and I really love that tracker, so I tend to write my journal entries into that as well. I've been keeping track of my food online like this, but then keeping track of like my positive for the day, my insight for the day, my area of improvement for the day, how I'm feeling, and things like that. I keep track in writing. I think there's something to be said about actually taking pen to paper. We can talk a little bit more about that in another video. So, but those of you that like to handwrite or you want to do it that way, what you do is you log into your Beachbody On Demand, and it'll take just a second to pull up, and I will show you where, for some reason, I'm logged out. So let me just log into this, and it will show you where you can find everything. So let's talk about, since 21 Day Fix was the app that we just did, let's go to 21 Day Fix here. So you click on the program like you were gonna go work out, but instead of, let me make sure you can see that. Instead of clicking on workouts, you'll notice that right next to there's a tab that says materials, and you're gonna click on materials. And then whenever you go to materials, you're gonna notice it says 21 Day Fix, tally sheets, printable tally sheets. That's how you keep track of your weights and how you can keep track of what workouts you're doing in pen to paper. It's got the workout calendar. So if you click on that, the workout calendar comes up and it tells you exactly what workout to do what day. So that's super helpful. And then you can also, the food list is in here, the eating plans are on here, and then you also can go in here and be able to print out trackers to actually keep track of pen to paper as to what it is that you are eating. And that looks like this. So it looks like the book that you would have gotten with your challenge pack, and it's just available so that you've got an endless supply of them if you'd like to. I know some people actually keep track of these. They'll print them out from this site and they'll actually put them in folders because they just like the ability to actually go pen to paper and track it that way. So you've got that option as well. And that is that way with any program. So let's say we're talking about Lift 4. So I just clicked on Lift 4 like I was going to do a workout. There's the workouts. And then right next to workout, there's a tab that says materials. So I clicked on materials. And then again, the workout calendar is there. I click on it and it tells me exactly what to do on what day. And then if I scroll down, there is the program nutrition guide. And then there are those tally sheets if you decide you want to track it in that way. So you have lots of different options. But I do want to spend some time talking just a little bit about nutrition. Workouts. I'm so excited that we are getting some movement into our day. I think it's super important for our stress relief. I think it's important for strength and health and range of motion and just all around health and wellness. But the nutrition piece, I think, is honestly at least 80% of what we're looking for as far as results. So I would really like for you to pick an area to focus on, and that's where you're going to put your efforts. So if the workout piece is really tough for you and that's where you want to focus your efforts on, awesome, put your efforts into there, but be aware of the nutrition. If you feel like you have got your workouts on point and you are just really, really good, I mean, it is like as easy for you to work out as it is for you to brush your teeth. It's just part of your routine and you're there. I really want you to start thinking about your nutrition and dialing it in just a little bit more and keeping track of it. I think when we keep track of it, it helps us see what it is that we're doing. And then I'm going to borrow something from Ileana, who's the creator of To Be Mindset. It helps you keep track of those BLTs, those bites, those licks, those tastes, those little things that can sometimes add up. So if you have any questions, let me know. Those are just a couple of ways that you can track your nutrition and keep yourself on target. Remember, progress, not perfection. You saw my my nutrition tracker from yesterday. My evening meal is not what I typically like it to look like. But you know what? It is what it is. And I stayed within my caloric limits, my macro limits, my container limits, basically is what that means, which I'm excited about. But having said that, it just kind of gave me a little bit of something to look back at and then something to aim for today. So let me know if you have any questions or if there's something different that you've tried that just works fantastic for you. Share it with the group so we can all learn together. Love you, ladies. Have a fantastic day.